What's going on, everybody? It's your boy T Spill, and welcome to Spilling All the Tea. House of Reality for you guys. It is Mary, season 4, episode 8. Since it's Spilling All the Tea, you guys know I gotta have me some tea with me. Go ahead and hit the vape, and then we're gonna jump right into it. I do want to start off by saying, like, this video, not a video, but the this episode really did not give me a whole lot, and I mean, just some talking points or whatever. So I'm pretty much just gonna breeze through it. Don't want to keep you guys here longer than what you have to. One, because it's late, but two, also because I mean, really, I can give this to y'all in a very short time. So, I mean, Erica mentions at the very beginning that, you know, the relationship between she and Tina after the boat trip is still a little bit rocky. She's planning a B-Day party for Warren. She's running around like a chicken without a head. You know, she's yelling and all this other stuff. I know the feeling, because when I'm, you know, doing events and whatnot, I sometimes seem a little bit unstable, so I can kind of get it. She's directing Goo, and at one point Goo, I think she's doing something under the table, and I think she gets up and then kind of knocks over the table, knocks over the cake. So she has to get another cake. While this is going on, Tina is in the studio session recording a song for her album. And then Erica is so caught up in the planning, she does not realize that Tina's not there. And she calls Tina. Tina's whole thing is, oh my gosh, I forgot that I scheduled this session on, excuse me, y'all, Warren's birthday. But she's not willing to change it, and her whole thing is, you pushed me into this, so this is what it is. And you know, and then they're going back and forth on who missed what days, and I don't know. But I will say, you know, like, they're both selfish. I think Tina is more selfish, and I think just because of how strong a personality she has, Erica just tends to just, you know, quiver up and just let it go. So hey, if she allows it, hey, then I'm allowed to. So the girls go to St. Louis for their last show. They have not told Goo or their mom. Erica wants Tina to tell the good parts of her testimony and not go so much to the whole killing and stabbing and all this other stuff. And like I said, I do understand both sides. I understand from Erica's point of view that, you know, that could really hurt the brand and their business. I do understand for Tina, it's her life and she has to share it, you know. So Goo is styling Erica, and her mother is with her. Well, their mother is with them, I'm sorry. But Tina's not there at the moment. She says that, you know, she needs to look nice, you know, since this is the last one. And Erica pretty much had let it slip that this was, for what it's worth, was going to be the last Mary show. Because Honey is like the last one. She tells her, and you know, Honey's not happening. She's very upset. Tina walks in. Tina pretty much starts going on Erica, just like, you know, you're not wise. You know, you're not thinking. What is your big deal? And blah, 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 blah. You know, I will say Erica's better than me, because I would have been like, you ain't no different getting your butt on stage, getting your ass on stage and shit. And just blabbing off at the mouth, especially at the cost of, you know, literally you destroying everything that we have. But again, Erica is not one to go toe to toe with Tina. That's Erica. I'm just saying, you know, I would, but that's just me. I go toe to toe with any motherfucking body. That's just me. I'm just saying. So, so Tina purposely, like, they go to do a sound check, and Tina purposely says to the band, you know, well, this is going to be the last one for a while. And it's like, okay, now you're being messy, you're being grimy, you're being very spiteful. Because even though it is the last one, again, you know, Erica letting what she said slip to mom is one thing, but you sitting here telling this to the band, how do you not know that while they're sitting here trying to play for you, they're thinking about this and they mess something up? I mean, come on now. Come on now. So now she wants to do her song for the wants to do what her song, I think it's Destiny, in their actual performance. And you know, Erica feels some kind of way, so did I, because one of which is like, you know, again, you keep looking at her side eye when she wants to do hers, but now that you want to do yours is okay. And that's the whole thing with Tina, where it's just like, you know, I'm gonna be mad at you, is whatever. but when I do mine, I expect you to sit here and support me fully. You can miss me with that bullshit. I'm just saying, I really don't like that. I don't care for that. But again, I mean, that's their sisterly dynamic. Again, if she allow it, it is what it is. But Erica's in her feelings because she feels that there is a lack of support for the family, and I also do believe that. I truly do believe that Tina is seen more or less as a favorite, you know, because in the midst of her performing her song, their mother, I hate to say it like that, their mother is so into her song and performance, but it's like that same love is never reciprocated to Erica. Just my analysis. So Honey goes and talks to Goo and pretty much says, you know, she think that this might be a part of the plan, you know, from, you know, God, and if this is what he wants, you know, why not be against it? Maybe this is what they need, because she but here's the thing, she's not thinking about Tina, because Tina gave this fantastic, you know, performance during the sound check. And you know, she has her testimony, and this is a good way, you know, for her to get out there again. That's why I say I think she's the favorite, because it's like her mama is showing all this favoritism towards Tina, because now that Tina has her song, and I will admit, you know, I think her project is a realistic one. It's backed by something. Typically, when artists go through something and they put that into an album, that sometimes tend to be their best work. Like Adele. You know, she put her heart and soul into 21, and look what happened to her. But I just didn't like how it was like, okay, well, now that Tina has her own project, you know, then, you know, it should be okay. Goo's whole thing is she just does not want them to get put against each other. Where the media could be like, she sold more than you, or you not popping, she popping, whatever the case may be. What would have to happen there is pretty much make sure their foundation, is strong, and make sure that they're communicating excuse me, y'all, a little mucus there. Make sure they're communicating with each other, and more or less ensure that, you know, they have publicists that rehearse things with them, so when certain questions come up, instead of them just going off the dome, they know what to say. So during the performance, Tina briefly talks about her situation. I did not know where she was going to go with this. I'm sitting here like, oh, here we go. But what she did was very beautiful. She started talking, things going on. I'll get back to that second. So she's pretty much talking about the story, but it led her into the song Destiny, which I think was the perfect thing, because if she does it like that, to where, okay, here's where I was, but this is what has come from it, and this is where I'm going. So I thought that was very, very beautiful. And after the performance, Erica tells Tina, you know, don't stop telling your story, and she shouldn't, especially now that she has a product to go with the story. Because to just tell the story without no product, I mean, it's still doable, but especially when you know, you get on certain media, well, not media, but certain outlets. They may only give you so much time, or they may take something that was 20 minutes, chop it down to 5, but they're only showing you the negative and not even, you know, the good, the testimony, you know. So now the Marys are over. It's time for them to it's time for Erica to, you know, have some time to herself, you know, and she gets a call from the doctor, and they pretty much said it was a mix-up at the lab, you know. The tests were negative, and it's good because, again, you know, Tina can sit here and try to take time out to, you know, for her family. It's nice that Erica can have that for herself. On the flip side, Tina goes and she meets with who other than Mitch, and you know, she meets with him since she's a solo artist now, and she says to Mitch, you know, if he could bring something good to the table, you know, she will work with him. And Mitch says, you know, he would help her, but he has no agenda. I call bullshit, but that's just me. I think he does have an agenda / an ulterior motive. I just do. But you guys, I mean, there it is, under 10 minutes of just the actual video. There you go. That is my recap, or I guess we could say synopsis, if you will, of Mary Mary season 4 episode 8. Had to make sure that was the right one, y'all. With this video and all else, please rate, comment, subscribe, share with a friend if you have not already. Share it on your social media. My social media information is down below. To my old subscribers, thank you for riding with me. To my new subscribers, welcome to the family. If you guys are just looking around and you like what you see, want to be a part of the family, it's simple. Click that subscribe button. And, you know, since it's spilling all the tea, I spill the tea so you guys can catch it. Bring whatever you want to catch the tea in, and come on back here, y'all. Thank you for watching the video. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. Until next time. Peace.